Hey everybody, Beyond Drew TV here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the Three Golden Llamas Zoo. There, got it. That was like the third time. I kept calling it the Golden Llama Trees, and I butcher my own zoo's name because I chose a tongue twister of a zoo name there. But yeah, welcome back to the zoo there. And today we're gonna go ahead and build a habitat for probably, at least in my eyes, the star animal of the South America DLC here, the South America pack there. And that is going to be building a Jaguar Habitat. So to get started with the Jaguar Habitat, we're first going to do a quick look at, kind of like the last episode here, we're going to look at the a quick 5.5-ish minute speed build, and that's just setting up the area of the Jaguar Habitat. And then for the actual Jaguar Habitat itself, it's gone through a few iterations, about 3 to be exact. So the first 2 I built, I did get a recording of it and had a time lapse, but I just kept going back in and looking at it and was just not really happy with the progress that I had gotten with the habitat and stuff like that. It was, it was okay, it was passable, sure, but it just wasn't really, I just wasn't really happy with it. So I just would keep kind of deleting it, like I said, 3 times, and by the 3rd time it was finally the charm, and of course that was the time that I decided not to, hit the record button and stuff like that. So I'm like 0 for 2 in a row for videos where I didn't record a certain something. The last time it was I didn't record the creepy bugs thing, and this time I didn't record the actual Jaguar Habitat, but that's kind of okay because it's really heavily densely in trees and foliage, and it's kind of hard to see in the time lapse that I would have gotten anyways. But yeah, so what I'm building beforehand though, that you're gonna see when we go in the real time, is this tiered waterfall idea here. And I got this from Mr. S. Dan Wolf. He has a brand new zoo series out. It should be out by the time that this is out. But anyways, yeah, he's building his new zoo series, and he has this tiered waterfall idea for his zoo there. And I was like, dude, I am gonna just go ahead and thank you for that idea. I'm gonna go and put that in my own zoo here, and I thought it would be a great backdrop for our Jaguar Habitat there. And it turns out to be just kind of perfect looking with it, because you have the Jaguar Habitat, and then literally right behind it you have these tiered waterfalls, and it just makes great looking landscape and everything for it. So yeah, so kind of inadvertently thank you to Mr. S. Dan Wolf for him making that in his zoo. Now I didn't like rip off the entire thing that he did. Obviously mine looks a little bit different and stuff like that, but just he had the general idea of doing a tiered waterfall set there. So for this zoo here, and putting in waterfalls in the zoo, it's pretty we're pretty much covered, I think, now there. We don't need to do many more waterfalls, because I mean you have to have waterfalls in your zoo, of course, but I think we now have, like, let's see, 1 2 3 4 5, I think like 6 or 7 waterfalls, and yeah, so that we've definitely hit our waterfall quota there, I think so. But yeah, there's not too much to do for this. Like I said, just pretty much making this tiered waterfall, and the rest that we're gonna do is just kind of putting the foliage in, and that's what a lot of this zoo is just putting in a lot of the, the big tall trees from the South America pack, and from the free update. We got a lot of great new foliage that ties into the South America pack there. And here you can see me starting to build the ancient ruin from yesterday there. So, but anyways, yeah, just putting in a lot more foliage and everything, getting that all set up there. And yeah, that's going to go ahead and do it for the time lapse. It only has about a minute or so left. So yeah, I'll go ahead and take off there, and I'll see you in the real section, the real portion of the zoo, where I'll show off the Jaguar Habitat. So see you in just a minute. Alrighty, so here we are at the start of our jaguar habitat here in our zoo here, and yeah, you can either go straight or right, and I kind of intended it so that you go right first and then end with this little ancient ruin area, so we're going to go ahead and do that there. But first note that, I love the jaguar statue that they provide for you in game. It fits in perfectly for your jaguar habitat there. But yeah, as we come up over to the left here, start to see some of the habitat there, and yeah, there you go. So there's it's really hard to kind of get the whole picture for it, even when I kind of zoom way out for it, way out here. So yeah, we'll try and get our bearings the best we can. But yeah, here's the start of it there. Get these little. I like doing this with my habitats whenever I can, whenever it kind of makes sense. Not sure if it would make too much sense here with the jaguar habitat, but you know, there's our jaguar there. But yeah, little. Pathway that juts out here, and we kind of continue that ancient ruin feel for it here with the ancient wall set kind of covering up the deck and everything. And then we have this nice climbing structure, and from the time lapse you can see there is our waterfall set, and that's what I was talking about. You get these really cool shots of the tiered waterfall set over there and everything. So but yeah, no, over here in front of you, you get this nice little climbing set that he doesn't really use, and it looks like he can, like, they can actually use it, but doesn't ever actually use it. But I guess it's probably because this area is really big. And oh, hello, buddy, gonna come over and say hi. Area is probably really big, and there's a lot of other climbing structures, I suppose. So, but yeah, that's that little area there. And then as we come around, you just get these nice views of this little, almost swampy kind of, this tropic swampy kind of area. And I got this this tree off of the workshop. I think if you just type in dead tree or anything like that, it'll come up there. But yeah, this is a workshop item that I thought would look great right in the middle there of our little pond, little lake there with our little stream and everything. But yeah, and then you get these great views in the morning time of right over this way, especially when it's like raining and stuff like that. It just looks fantastic over here. So there is that there. Then as we come over this way, thing to note here is the kind of blends in actually pretty well there. We'll probably put some more foliage up and around it and behind it here, because you can actually edit a lot of this land over this way. You can see I've done a little bit of terraforming and stuff, but yeah, I need to put a lot more little bits of trees and foliage to really cover this area up. But anyways, this is our jaguar's little sleeping area if it's feeling like it needs to get away from people and just you know, kind of relax on its own kind of thing. And the way it gets there is I thought this was kind of clever. Gonna give myself a pat on the back for getting myself out of a bind, was just making this little tunnel area that you can go up into. Didn't really theme the inside of it there, but didn't really feel the need to. But anyways, yeah, just kind of little tunnel system goes right underneath the guest path there, and the guest can even, you know, kind of get a glimpse in there and kind of see the jaguar go over there if it ever does go there. Hasn't really gone over there too much there because it has, again, just so much space in its actual habitat that it kind of doesn't really need to go in there at all. So but yeah, as you come over this way, get some pretty good ground level views there of the jaguar's habitat. But I think the main attraction of the jaguar is not over here, is probably getting views of of the huge falls over here. Definitely over here. So yeah, I love this view there of that. And then this is the backside of our ancient temple that we built, or the ruined temple that built in yesterday's video there. So just kind of getting your grasp of where we're at, because again, it's kind of hard to tell when we're just zoomed out like this, when it's fully you know, gussied up with all the foliage and waterfalls and everything like that, and the ruins and everything going on. It's kind of hard to tell where we are in the zoo. But yeah, this is our entry. Let me get the lighting a little bit better here. There, about 2 o'clock. Yeah, there we go. About 3 o'clock-ish is pretty good for lighting in the zoo. But yeah, this is our entrance area there. So there you go. You can kind of see that. Here's our creepy crawly area, right? Yeah, bridge and everything like there. And yeah, there's some stuff that we're working on over this way. And here is our jaguar habitat, which you have to go way down. I'm not gonna look all the way over that way because there's some stuff in future episodes you haven't seen yet. But you have to go way down the hillside here to finally get all the way up here. So that's why it's not too busy with guests as of right now, but as we get some more habitats and exhibits up over this way, we will see more people over this way. And I just realized I didn't finish the tour. Oh my gosh, how dare I? That was rude. But yeah, we stopped over here next to the tiered waterfall. And if you have a name for this, you know, like you usually have like Victoria Falls and stuff like that, or Niagara Falls and whatever. If you have a name for this this tiered waterfall set, let me know down in the comments, and we'll name it after whatever you say down there and stuff like that. Well, not whatever, but you know, within reason. So, but yeah, as you come over this way, again, just always getting some really nice different kind of views of the Jaguar's habitat. So again, you kind of get, like, when you first start out, some overhead views and some like literally from that little bridge inside the habitat. Oh geez, did you see it jump over there? Geez, it was like Superman. Views, so like up top and inside the view, inside the habitat views, and then some ground level views over here, and then some like across the stream views here. So just always kind of different kind of looks around the habitat there. And you also get some really kind of neat views. Yeah, well, I mean, look at that. That's pretty awesome right there, isn't it? So some good views going that way. And then, yeah, down this way we continue our ancient ruin theme, and this is where I probably would need to put some, I'm just now realizing this, I thought this was a cool idea to put these wall sets with these little portholes, basically, or, you know, windows as they're also known, but these little windows here, and it says that the Jaguar can't go through here, but now that I'm looking at it, it totally would be able to, like, real life. I mean, again, I'm not like building this zoo to be like super realistic or anything, but I think I might put some of our new glass panels in between the little holes there, because that makes me nervous. The Jaguar could just come out here and be like, lunchtime everywhere. So but yeah, as you come around this way, the last little bit that I added I thought was kind of neat was this little alleyway structure here with the glass there, and the little, you know, just this little structure. You get some nice views of the I was hoping that it would climb up here, because it says the Jaguar can climb this what is this called again, the Ipe? Yep, that tree. This tree here. I was hoping they would kind of climb up here a little bit more, and then, you know, guests would be able to just kind of sit here and look at the Jaguar kind of up close and personal as it played with the fire hose, or kind of slept in the tree and everything like that. But it hasn't really done that. It really likes to swim. Like, holy cow, the Jaguar, it is swimming like all the time. And I think that's because here in the South America map, it's like always constantly 99 degrees Fahrenheit. So yeah, it's always by its sprinkler over here, which I've given it. And here's just a little bit of an overhead view as we can. But yeah, it's always by the sprinkler that that I've provided for it, or it's in the water. And again, I think it's just because it's so hot that it's just like always wanting to cool down. See, there it is right there. It's already, it's just been in the water this whole time, and I think it's just cooling itself down, which I don't blame it. 100 degrees basically Fahrenheit all the time. But yeah, in any case, here is our Jaguar habitat. And again, this is like iteration or take 3 basically. And the first two were, they looked kind of similar to this, but to be honest, this is kind of like a complete reimagining, and I love how this kind of came out. Just, yeah, I don't know how, I can't explain it because you can't see the other two habitats, right? But, you know, this is the better and final version of it there. So, but yeah, no, that's going to go ahead and wrap up this episode there for the zoo. Yeah, went ahead and added in those waterfalls in the Jaguar habitat. But for the next, trying to get a view here where you can actually see something going on. I guess I'll just do the thumbnail basically. So there you go. But yeah, for the next episode of Three Golden Llamas Zoo, we're going to go ahead and add in finally some llamas. And when I say some llamas, I mean like all the llamas. Yeah, so in game you can add up to 30 llamas, I think, of each species, or each sex, I think. We don't quite add up to like 30 to 60 llamas or anything like that, but we had a good amount of llamas. That's all I'm going to say. There's a lot of llamas in the Llama Zoo. So, but yeah, that's going to go ahead and do it for this episode. If this is your first time hanging out, don't forget to hit the subscribe button there. Stay up to date with all the fun stuff going on the channel. Also hit the like button as well. Helps out the channel, helps out the video and everything like that. So I'm trying to find the Jaguar to end on. I heard it like calling and everything, so we can see it when we're ending. I'm going to do it the cheaty way. I gotta click on the habitat here, and then we can find it. Let's see, because we have to end on the cheetah, right? Or the, oh my gosh, I called it the cheetah. We have to end on the Jaguar. There it is. There it is. Boom! Now the episode can end now that we're on the Jaguar. So yeah, there we go. Hey, thanks so much, everyone. I always appreciate it. And until the next episode of this or the Brookfield Zoo recreation, because that's going to come out very, very soon as well. I'll see you then. Thanks so much.